If you're comfortable, is to close your eyes so we can sneak out when you're not looking. Pack up all the equipment, you all won't even know. So I'm just going to take you on a little journey. We'll put some music to it. Snoring's allowed, so that's good. We're sort of winding things down, so it'll look fun. So if you're comfortable and you close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. Just really let the breath settle into the body. This is really just an imagination exercise. So I want you to imagine that you are part of a caravan in the desert. You finally come to a resting place after a really hot day. The sun's been beating down, miles of sand all around you, wrapped in white head to toe. And you're finally setting up camp at the end of the day as the sun starts to set. You have lots of help here. You begin to pitch your tent, put all your things away in the tent. And finally, as the sun starts to set, you notice how incredible the sky is in this part of the world. As you look up and really see this incredible deep blue sky with stars that are just all over that you can almost touch. And the fire started by now, so you settle down in front of the fire. You really begin just to look at the flames, feel your weary bones after this long journey during the day with all your compatriots and comrades around the fire. And partly what's around the fire tonight is a group of musicians, and just to help really wind down the day and to help with the spirit of looking into the fire. And the first musician begins to bring out his little shruti box, which is a drone sound, as you begin to look into the fire. So you just begin to focus on that sound of the shruti box as you look into the fire. And then you notice the drummer takes out his frame drum and begins to keep a beat. And then a young man by the fire pulls out his tambourine, it's called a rick, and begins to add his piece to the music. Quite large by now as you stare into the flames, even beginning to see images in the dark night. And finally we have the zoom back to the musicians group. As you continue just to gaze into the fire. see a young poet by the fire. How many a desert plain, windswept, like the surface of a shield, empty, impenetrable, have I cut through on foot, journeying the near end to the far, then looking out from a summit, crouching sometimes, then standing, white mountain goats, flint yellow, graze around me, meandering like maidens draped in flowing shawls. One by one, the instruments begin to fade out as your eyes are really tired now from the smoke and the flames. The duplex begins to fade. And the chime slowly fades out into the evening. And then the wreck becomes silence late into the night. Lastly, the frame drum quiets down, and the drum then fades into the night. Thank you.